Hey everybody, thanks for joining me. We are going to do a standing balance flow in this yoga snack today. So we are going to get started at the top of our mats. Take your feet as wide as your hips and start to stretch your arms upward. We're just gonna take a big full body stretch, press down into the feet, reach your arms up, lift your head. And then exhale, hinge and fold over your legs. Start to feel that stretch through the backs of your legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back, downward facing dog. You're gonna plug into your hands, take your feet as wide as your hips, and start to lift your left leg high behind you. Give it a big stretch back, bend your left knee, start to yawn your left hip open, reach that knee up high, feel that little hamstring curl in your left hamstring, and then straighten out your left leg, turn your toes down to the ground, start to squeeze that left knee into your chest, lift it up, 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 and step the left toes through. So right now we're just gonna work on feeling a stretch through the left hamstring. So you're gonna start to straighten out that left leg, pull your left hip back and fold down. Inhale, start to lift your gaze, walk your hands forward and begin to lift your right leg high behind you. So starting to balance on that left leg, inhale here. Exhale, take it back down, walk your hands back, straighten out your left leg. Inhale, look forward, walk your hands forward, pick that right leg up and back behind you, start to engage through the top of the glute. Exhale, walk your foot back and fold. And then last time we're gonna hold this here, walk your hands forward, lift your right leg high, high, high back behind you. And then exhale, lower your right foot down to meet your left, coming into that forward fold. Inhale, root to rise, stretch your arms up high to the sky. And then sink into chair. Pull your hips back, draw your hands to heart center. Now start to curl tailbone down just slightly there. And when I say that, we just want to draw low belly up and in to protect the lower back. Press into that left foot, start to lift your right knee up into your chest, plug into your left big toe mound as you lift that right knee high. Now start to stretch your right leg back behind you, press your hands into one another to feel that activation in upper back. Big breath in through your nose here. Exhale, step back, high lunge. So that right foot's gonna plant behind you. You're gonna stretch your arms up, up, up. And then if you feel like there's a lot of tightness in your shoulders, I want you to take your arms a little bit higher, make some space around your ear, or a little wider, make some space around your ears. Big breath in. Exhale, hands down to the ground. Now balancing here on the outside of your right foot, you're gonna roll to the knife edge of your right foot. Turn your left toes out to the side. Huge stretch through the outside of your right hip. We're gonna lift the hip and step the left foot on top of the right. Reach your left arm upward, maybe even look up to that left thumb. Big breath in. Exhale to high plank. Lower your knees down, untuck your toes, lie all the way down onto your bellies. Loop your shoulders up to your ears, pull them back, press into the tops of your feet, lift your chest. Inhale, exhale, and lower down. Tuck your toes. Now we're gonna press up to a high plank with your inhale. Hug your elbows in by your sides. Press up and pull back. Downward facing dog. Feet as wide as your hips. Exhale. Plug into your thumbs and index fingers. Make sure your arms are super active, and then lift your right leg high behind you. From here, we're gonna bend that right knee, and when you bend the right knee, just don't let it flop down. I want you to try to lift from the hamstring so it feels like almost like that hamstring curling action. We're gonna look forward, big breath in, and exhale, drop your head. Inhale, straighten out your right leg. Turn your right toes down to the ground. Start to squeeze your right knee into your chest. Bring it up, bring it up, bring it up. And then step the right toes through. So now we're gonna work on finding some length in the back of the right leg. So you're gonna start to straighten out your right leg, fold down. Inhale, look forward, walk your hands forward, pick your left leg up. Exhale, left leg comes back down, and we straighten out the right leg. Bend into your right knee, walk forward, coming into a variation of standing L. Exhale, left foot lands behind you, straighten out your right leg, and then this time we're gonna hold that standing L. So we're lifting up. Now I want you to plug into that right big toe mound. If you're locking out your knee, add a little bend to that knee. Big breath in here, and exhale, lower your left foot down to meet the right, fold. Inhale, root to rise. You're gonna stretch your arms upward. Exhale, sink into your chair, draw low ribs in, low belly in. So we just wanna feel like everything's hugging into midline, you're pressing your hands into one another. Now when you press your hands into one another, I want you to feel your lats really engage there to keep the upper back active. Pushing into that right foot, you're gonna lift that left knee upward. So plug down through the right leg to lift the left knee, big breath in here. Now exhale, left leg's gonna shoot back behind you. Sorry, you can keep your hands together and then push the palms together as we turn the left toes down to the ground. Take a huge breath in here, and then we come out into your crescent lunge. So the left toes land, plug down, lift from the waist, and then stretch your arms up. Option here to take your arms a little bit wider, make some space, big breath in. And then exhale, hands come down to the ground. We're gonna roll to the knife edge of your left foot. So this is where we're gonna start to balance using the strength of your left side. Plug into your left hand. Then take your right foot on top of the left, coming into that side plank variation. You can look up to your right palm. And if you wiggle, if you come out, just go right back in. You have one more inhale. And then exhale, right hand comes down to the ground. We lower the knees down, untuck your toes, lie all the way down, elbows hug in by your sides. Inhale, loop your shoulders back, lift your chest. Exhale and lower down, tuck your toes. Now press down into your hands. Inhale, push up, high plank, bring it all the way back. Downward facing dog, big breath in through your nose. And a huge breath out. All right, so now we're gonna use that variation of side plank to get us into crescent lunge. You're gonna lift that left leg high behind you, bend your left knee, open your left hip. So you've been here before. This is your like scorpion tail. We're really activating, lifting from the back of the leg. Look forward and then bring your gaze forward. You're halfway between a down dog and a high plank. Now from here, you can tense your left fingertips. We lift from the right side and then maybe start to stretch and wiggle and wobble here, that left arm forward for 3, 2, and 1. You're gonna land the left toes back behind you slowly, slowly, slowly. Lower your hips down. Now inhale, press up to your side plank. So we're lifting, pressing into side plank, and then hugging the left knee into the chest. Lift it up, maybe hold on to it, and then step the left toes through. Inhale, rise up, crescent lunge. You made it. Big breath in. And even if it was like a little clumsy, it's all good. Lift your chest, big breath in. Exhale, hands come down to the ground. Start to straighten your left leg. Inhale, look forward, walk your hands forward. Pick your right leg up high behind you. Big breath in here. Exhale, chair pose, right foot comes down to meet the left, sink into it. Inhale, right knee to chest. Now this time, you're gonna cross your right ankle over your left thigh and sink into that standing pigeon variation, we could call it. So we're gonna open the hip, you're gonna flex your foot and then sink low. And just to that point where you feel sensation, you don't have to go all the way down. One more inhale here. Now exhale's a little funky. We're gonna come into Ardha Chandrasana. You're gonna take your right hand onto your right hip. Your left hand's going down to the ground. We're gonna open, open, open up. So you're gonna start to stack your right hip on top of the left, and then your chest is going to try to reach forward to the front of the mat to work that opening through the torso, or through your chest. One more inhale. Exhale, warrior two. Bend into that front knee, land your right toes behind you. Ooh, you made it. Bend deeper into that front knee. Inhale, exalted, stretch back, stretch back, stretch back. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down. Roll to the knife edge of your right foot. We're coming back into side plank. Lift your hips, open your chest, land the left toes behind you, lower your hips down to the ground. Inhale, rise up. I want you to flow right down into chaturanga. We're lowering down. Inhale, upward facing or cobra. Exhale, bring it all the way back. Downward facing dog. You've got one more flow here. Big breath in. Huge breath out. Inhale, right leg high behind you. Come up onto that left big toe mound. So this is where we're working those little tiny muscles on that left side to keep you stable. I want you to bend your right knee, open your right hip. Look forward, tense your right fingertips. That left side's gonna try to dip down. We're gonna lift it up, stay strong, and then maybe start to stretch the right arm forward, holding it for 5, 4, and if you tip out, it's all good, 2, and 1. Now we're gonna tip the right toes back behind you, lower your hips down. Inhale, rise up into side plank. So that right foot's gonna sneak on top of the left. We're gonna lift that whole left side. Woo, stretch your right arm high. Bring your right knee into your chest, maybe even hug it. Bring it in, and step up the right toes forward. Inhale, rise up, crescent lunge. Big breath in through your nose. Exhale, hands come down, straighten your right leg. Inhale, look forward, walk your hands forward, pick your left leg up and back behind you. Now stay strong to the back of your left leg, bend your right knee, and then bring your left knee up and into your chest. So you've been here before. We're gonna try to lift, lift, lift up so that you can open your left hip, flex the foot, and cross left ankle over your right leg. It's all about making space in our body. And so sometimes that comes with new sensations. You're gonna press your hands into one another. Big breath in here. Exhale, just go to your edge. And then we do that funky transition into your half moon or Ardha Chandrasana. So take your left hand onto your left hip, stretch your right arm forward. Now from here, we're gonna release the latch of the left ankle over your right thigh, and then you're gonna start to stack and open the hips. You can stretch your arm upward, and what I want you to feel here is a sense of lightness. And where do we get that? That's from the leg that's lifted back behind you. If that one is tight and light, we can find more of a lift through the right ribs instead of just like collapsing down and hoping this is over in like a second. We're gonna take one more inhale through the nose here. Exhale, go ahead, place your left hand down. We're gonna roll to the knife edge of the left foot to come into that side plank again. Inhale, stretch your arm up, lift your right leg up, 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 up. Land the right toes back behind you as gracefully as you can. Lower your hips down, and then I want you to kind of dive into your chaturanga. So we're gonna lift, down, inhale, upward facing, exhale, downward facing dog. You made it. Big breath in. And a huge breath out. Inhale, look forward to your hands. Hop or step your feet up to your hands. Forward fold. Root to rise, stretch all the way up. Exhale, lower all the way down to your bottoms. Cross your ankles. I encourage you to do a little cool down here, whatever your body needs. Maybe lie on your back, do some twists, happy baby. And I will let you do your thing. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope to see you next time. Thanks.